Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we are continuing with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Uh, I do apologize for the kind of wonky layout. I was playing around a bit and managed to get the screen looking a little bit better, but haven't quite figured out how to get it to play nicely with the streaming software. So that's why we're kind of doing the side-by-side pictures thing. So I will continue working on that, and hopefully by next week we'll get a little bit of a better solution. But last time, you might remember, we had woken up on board the what was the name of our ship? Crashed on Terrace. We're not really told. The Endar Spire. Okay, there we go. In our completed quests. We woke up on board the Endar Spire. The ship was under attack by Sith, and we fought our way through and managed to get to escape pods just before the ship was blown up. Fortunately, we were also joined by KotOR, who has, as we were told, more experience than the entire rest of the crew put together, so really fortunate stroke of luck on our part. And our escape pod landed on Taurus, which was the planet we were nearby, which unfortunately has been taken over by the Sith, so we're kind of trying to keep a low profile. And I can't think of any better way of doing that than dressing in somewhat militant-looking gear and carrying blasters around. We will certainly be keeping a low profile here. Do let me know if the game audio is too loud or too quiet, and I will try to adjust that accordingly. Let's see, new journal information. Rapid transit system. Knights of the Old Republic has a rapid transit system to allow you to move quickly through the game. You can access the rapid transit system through your map screen. You'll see a button that says Return to Hideout. In non-action areas, you can use this button to instantly transport you back to the apartment complex, okay? And then we can transit back to wherever we last used it. Okay. Good to know. So we can easily get back to our apartment, which is kind of our home base. This is our first. It's like I can't move the camera up and down. I can only rotate. Can't really zoom in or out either, it seems, unless it's mapped to something else. But this is Terrace. Or at least this is a city within Terrace. Very round architecture everywhere. And I find it interesting, this game supposedly takes place, well, not supposedly, it does take place thousands of years before, before the films do. And yet everything seems fairly familiar. I mean, the droids might look a little different. The speeders might have a little bit of a different design to them. But it looks like technology hasn't really advanced much in the past 2,000 years. 2 or 3, however long it's been in the Star Wars universe. Okay, so, I seem to have an escape pod here. Talk to the salvage droids. Salvage droids are busy scanning and scavenging the remains of this Republic escape pod, which we can't interact with. Presumably this was the escape pod that Karth and I landed in, and Karth was able to drag me over to our apartment complex there. Okay. One thing I am noticing is seeing woman, man, probably like Sith trooper or something. Don't need to talk to him. Like Sith troopers and some droids. Not really seeing any.
Greetings and good day.
Not really seeing any non-humans up
I am
here.
programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Oh, cool. We get some information. Can we tell about the Sith? Some way to get a shuttle off the planet. Gangs in the lower city. Oh, we were just talking. How come there are hardly any aliens around?
Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you?
Okay, what can you tell me about the Sith?
The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
Well, we don't need a shuttle off the planet, because one of the things we have to do first is we have to find Bastila, the Jedi, who's traveling on the Endar Spire, and so we don't want to leave the planet yet. Gangs in the lower city, that seems...
The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further service to you?
Okay, I think that's all I need at the moment.
Then if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
Alright. So let's check this way first. Alright, let's talk to Karth first. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Yeah, let's speak to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I was about to ask you what's on your mind. Do you know anything about this place?
Taris? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Okay. I'd like to know more about you. This is one of the things, I think whenever we see that prompt, that your companion wants to, looks like he has something on his mind, we can ask him more about him and learn more of his backstory. And this will work for any of the companions that we have, if I recall correctly.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
Okay, we can say that he's talking like it's his fault, like he failed somehow. We can just apologize. Calm down. I apologize, I didn't mean to drag up painful memories.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Okay, them, do you mean the people of your homeworld? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Why are you getting so mad at me? It's not like this was my fault. Well, I don't want to just call him out for his anger, because he seems to be kind of worked up about something that's not really going to be helpful. Yeah, who's them?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Okay. So Karth, you've discovered that Karth's homeworld was attacked by the Sith, though he was reluctant to talk about it. Perhaps you can talk more later after you've gained more experience. So it's one of the ways that we kind of partition out learning about our companions through the story is certain things they'll open up more dialogue as we level up. Emporium. What are they selling here? Kebla Yurt.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Okay, let's... I don't know that we need to buy anything at the moment. Let's see if we can...
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Okay. Oh, yeah, let's ask about the escape pods, because Bastila would have been in one.
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Okay, let's ask about the swoop gangs and Davik. What can you tell me about the swoop gangs?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
Okay, what can you tell me about this Davik? I think we heard the name Davik before, because if I recall, there was the woman, Dia, who said that there was a bounty on her head and asked us to try to clear it, and I think she said her bounty was from Davik, but...
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
It's been called Davik a petty crime lord. Is Davik working with the Sith? That would be good to know.
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
Okay. I think that's all the information we need at the moment.
Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
Will do. I'm guessing you're the only general supplier in the area, so it won't be hard to make that call. What's this? Cantina entrance. Is it locked? No, okay. I'm not sure why the little icon was there if it's not locked. There's no action in the duel ring right now, so the monitor is blank.
Don't you just love watching the Kazakh players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Kazakh player on Taurus?
I want to play Pazak, but I don't have a deck. Playing a game to play another game sounds like it would be...
You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Okay.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Okay, first, who are you?
My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life.
So why are you giving up gambling?
Don't get me wrong. The game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazak deck and a free lesson. A great offer if you can afford it.
Sure, I'll buy your deck.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, you said a Pazak lesson. I assumed there was more to it than you just giving me a PDF of the rules. Okay, here we go. Before each Pazak match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. A basic Pazak deck has 2 of each card numbered +1 to +5 available to create a side deck. You'll find other side deck cards as you play Knights of the Old Republic with values ranging from ±1 to ±6. Okay, so Pazak is a game where you make your own deck from a variety of different cards. So it's essentially a sort of collectible card game. And this is the card game that is the major draw to gamblers across the galaxy. Would have thought most gamblers would want something a bit more standard, or like casinos usually are using their own decks of cards and things to make sure that nobody's because you're playing people but rather than the cards. But I guess in the Star Wars universe, people just really like CCGs. It's like 10 cards to form your side deck. Okay, right now looks like we just have these 10, 2 of each. Okay. The object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding a total of 20. If a player's total is greater than 20 at the end of a turn, a bust, the opponent wins the set. A player must win 3 sets to win the match. The first player draws a card from the main deck and plays it face-up to begin their turn. This is done automatically. This is your hand for the match. It is made up of 4 cards randomly drawn from your side deck. Okay. These cards have to last through all of the sets of the match. So these 4 cards are all that I get for the entire match. Okay, after drawing a card, a player has the option of playing one of the cards from their hand. You can only play 1 card from your hand each turn by dragging it. Playing a card from the hand is optional. If your total is over 20 after you draw and you have a negative card in your hand, you can play it to bring your total back under 20. Wow, quite a few rules here. During your travels, you might find cards that can be played as either a negative or a positive. These cards are very rare, but they give strong tactical advantage. The hand card must be declared as positive or negative before it is played. You can flip it back and forth, but once it's played, it cannot be changed. Okay, player's turn is over when they select either end turn or stand. If you choose end turn, you will draw another card on your next turn. If you choose stand, then we're basically done. Okay. You may now choose to play a card from your hand to end turn or to stand. Okay, so it sounds like Pazak is similar in some ways to Blackjack in that we're getting dealt cards and trying to get to a target number without going over. The difference is we have our own little side decks that we can use to modify the cards. And right now, 8's pretty far from 20, so I noticed they didn't tell me, unless I missed it, they didn't tell me what possible values are from here. I don't know if it's, 1 to 10, or is it, is there a 19 that's going to come out and throw me over? I don't know. The opponent uses the same rules you do. Each turn they draw a card, and then they have the option to play a card from their hand. Okay. So we're at 13. I could go to 18. I'm going to risk one more round. 19, and then I can play 20 and stand. If a player's total is exactly 20, they automatically stand. The opponent can continue to play until they stand or bust. Okay, I'm not seeing anything higher than 10, so... Match continues until one player has won 3 sets. Ties do not count. You are never given more hand cards in the match, so use the 4 cards you have carefully. Okay, let's... Okay, tie. That should have... Nope. Okay, well, bust and my opponent wins the set. Okay. Don't need to tell me all the rules every single time. Okay, that seems pretty good. 19, I'll stand. Okay. Just need to win one more. Okay. We lost there because we had 19 and the opponent was able to get to 20. Okay. Alright, we won. Okay, but it was just a practice match, so we didn't actually get anything for winning. I might come back and play some Pazak later. Right now I want to explore some more, but it does seems a little bit odd that I don't know, the including your own side deck thing just seems like that would be opening up a lot of opportunities to cheat.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
Well, you're from the military base. You don't look like one of the Sith, or not interested in checking. I mean, you don't look Sith, but I guess that's just because you're not in armor, and all the Sith we've seen so far have been in armor.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform.
Yeah.
My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you. I can introduce myself, because hopefully I'm low enough on the totem pole that some low-ranking Sith officer won't have heard of me.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
You can either try to persuade her, you're just doing your job, I don't hold that against you. Presumably trying to persuade her, get on her good side to might be able to try to get some help from her. Can't really blame people, you did conquer the planet. Not actually from Taris, I'm just stuck here until the quarantine. That seems like that's starting to get a little bit more into dangerous territory. Oh yeah, I'm actually a Republic soldier, and we were shot down on here, and I'm just waiting for a chance to escape, you guys. Yeah, tell her she's just doing her job.
That's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
Got a pretty positive attitude, or everybody has their ups and downs. It's how you deal with them that counts. That seems a pretty sound philosophy.
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
Must be tough stationed on a hostile world.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Oh, sure, sounds good. A Sith party. Exactly what I'm looking for.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shift's end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
That seems seems a rather significant thing. So there's, unless they're partying in their uniforms, she means they'll probably be getting changed at wherever the party is. So there might be some spare Sith uniforms lying around. Okay. You've been invited to a party by one of the Sith. According to the directions on your datapad, they're getting together at an apartment on the east side of the upper North City. Going there might be risky, but it could also get you a step closer to finding Bastila. Yeah, Karth's homeworld was attacked by the Sith. I'm sure he's just dying to go to a Sith party. Here's the rules of Bazak. Okay, the main deck is 40 cards, 4 each of cards numbered 1 through 10. Okay, and then the side deck is what we're building. And then the rapid transit system. Okay. Cool, we've been on the planet for about 5 minutes, and we're already getting invited to parties by the occupying forces. Do you have a name? You're just Teresian Noble.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. You wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
Okay, sorry. You have a name.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Okay, that seemed a little rude. I have some Bith musicians and some tulip dancers, so this is the music room. Yep, music room.
Nice outfit. I've seen outcasts in the Undercity who dress better than you.
Oh, that's... So apparently the ban on aliens doesn't apply to musicians and dancers, or just entertainment in general. They just don't want them... don't mind watching them for entertainment, they just don't want them living up here, I guess. Waiter, Sith patron. Oh, she's got a name. Ghana Lavin.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
The trash compactor was on board a ship, actually. And I'm not a waiter. Second. Sorry, I'm not your waiter. Who are you and why are you bossing me around? Or order? I have no clue what you're talking about. Just play dumb about the whole thing. No, it's clear that she's confused me for a waiter.
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat can cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
You know, me and my buddy are both carrying blasters, clearly not dressed as waiters. Don't even work here. Shut up, you spoiled brat. Or, I'm sorry, don't get upset. I'll go get that drink. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna get a drink, but let's just try to talk her down.
That's better. Now, hurry up with our order.
And here are your drinks, Miss Lavin. I apologize for the delay.
Okay, mission completed. There's your drinks. Actually, I wonder. Waiter seems like a rather unique name. I wonder if he's got anything he can.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy to talk. I've got to get these drink orders to the customers.
Okay. Well, it might help if you actually went someplace where drinks were being made instead of just kind of wandering around in the same area.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Girl on Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Jedi Duncan.
Gurlon or Duncan?
And to nobody's great surprise, Jedi is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Girl on Two Fingers.
Right. See, if anything, it looks like people should have been confusing us for arena participants. That's what I'm dressed as, essentially. Dual spectators. So we have Twitch, Deadeye, Gurlon, Marl, and Ice. Let's talk to the competitors.
I haven't seen you around here before. You looking to step into the duel ring? Or did you just come to watch?
Duel ring, what are you talking about? Alright, want to step in the ring, or I just want to ask some other questions?
What? Why are you here if you don't even know what the dueling ring is? I don't have time to answer your questions. I need to stay focused for my next match. Maybe Azure can help you out. He's the Hutt over there in the corner. He arranges all the duels.
Okay. What does Deadeye have to say?
What are you looking at, fresh meat? You want a piece of me? You want to step in the dueling chambers with me?
Who are you? Ask about the dueling chambers, or you don't look so tough, I think I could beat you in a duel. After what I saw, I'm pretty sure I could, but that's probably impolite to lead with that.
I'm Deadeye Duncan, the number 5 ranked duelist in this cantina. You must have seen me in the dueling chambers, right?
Dueling chambers? You're the number 5 ranked duelist? Out of how many? Yeah, how many are there?
5. But it's an elite group, okay? It's not like just anyone can step into the dueling chamber. Well, actually, anyone can, but not many do.
Tell us about the dueling chambers.
You know, the dueling chambers. 2 people in combat, loser gets carried out unconscious on a stretcher. It's the only reason people come into this part of the cantina. Look, I'm the number 5 ranked duelist around here. I don't have time to explain all this. Go talk to the duel organizer if you're interested. He's that hut over there in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Back off. You know better than to challenge Deadeye Duncan. I will mess you up.
Okay, keep thinking that. It's the first aid station. It's not marked as stealing, so let's go ahead and grab some first aid supplies. What about Twitch? Ready, aim, fire. Is your trigger finger as itchy as mine? What are you talking about? Are you completely insane? Yeah, are you insane? Shoot first, shoot last. Party with me, we'll have a blast. Okay. Goodbye. Blast away, open fire, shoot, kill, maim.
Hello there, Off-Worlder. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marl. I'm one of the duelists here at the cantina. I was wondering when you'd get around to talking to me.
Do I know you, or were you expecting me? Yeah, were you expecting me?
No, we've never met. It's just that most people who come here to watch the duels are bored nobles, looking for a little excitement in their drab lives. But you're different. You look like you know a thing or two about combat. I'm guessing you didn't come here to sit on the sidelines and watch a duel. Are you looking for a match?
Tell me about these duels.
The duels themselves are simple enough. 2 combatants armed with stun pistols enter the ring. One walks out a winner. The other is carried out unconscious on a stretcher. If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements.
Okay. I can't help but notice you said that 2 duelists enter with stun pistols.
Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
And yet you're carrying a huge staff with blades at either end. That does not look like a stun pistol.
Wait. I know what you're going to say. I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive. How can someone who looks so hot with a weapon in her hand be called ice? Well, I've heard it all before. I'm here to take care of business in the dueling ring.
Wasn't at all
Not
what I was
to
going
have
to
some
say.
slack-jawed, goggle-eyed man slobber all over me. So back off.
That was cold. Dueling ring. Or I just want to ask. That was pretty cold. That was actually quite fitting of your name.
Now you know why they call me Ice. If you're looking for a match, go talk to Azure. He's that big hut over there in the corner. Otherwise, just go away.
Okay. Let's talk to Azure. Sorry, human. The betting window's closed. No more fights right now. People are sick of seeing the same duelists all the time. It's bad for business, otherwise. My name is Azure. I organize all the duels here. We need a new face in the dueling game, human. Maybe you want to step into the duel ring? It can be a highly profitable venture. Okay, I might be interested. This seems like a little side quest. I can arrange for you to fight in the duel ring. If you win, you get the standard contract, 10% of all wagers. And don't worry, nobody dies in the duel ring anymore. Death matches are illegal now. Most fighters in the duel ring use vibro blades or stun sticks because the ring's pretty small, but a few of the duelists use blasters. Use whichever you prefer.
Vibro blades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
The duel ring has energy suppressor fields to make sure nobody dies. Weapons are limited so they hurt, but don't kill. And we've got a medic droid in case of serious injuries. Are you interested? Okay, I'll do it, or I want more than 10%. I would like more than 10%, no harm in asking. You're joking, right? If I pay you more, then everyone wants more. It's a good point. No, you get the same as all the others, 10%. That's my final offer. What if all of the duelists unionize so we can kind of bargain collectively for more than 10%? I'll do it. Good. New blood for the ring, but you need a nickname, like Ice or Deadeye or Twitch. Those all sound taken, actually. Good nicknames make people bet more. What's a good name for you? You're an off-worlder. You're new here. People won't recognize you. I know. From now on, in the duel ring, you'll be the mysterious stranger. I thought you said good nicknames were a draw. Mysterious stranger, I like it. That's a terrible name. Or I can use my real name that sounds better than a nickname. I don't oppose having a nickname, but Mysterious Stranger is just a stupid nickname. What do you know about nicknames? I've been giving names for 20 years. Mysterious Stranger, that's your name now. The Mysterious Stranger is a perfect name for you. You've got no past, no history. It makes you seem like you have some big dark secret. People like that. It makes them bet more.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Spire.
You ready for a duel now? You want to step into the ring right away? I'll set you up with Deadeye Duncan to start. I'll tell you the rules if you're ready. We'll do one match now. Just like with Bazak, we'll do one match now, then we'll go off and explore some more, and we can come back and do some more later. See, I'm ready for a duel. Yes, you fight and people bet, and I make money. It's all good. Only one rule, nobody dies. Your opponent goes down, you don't finish them off. Death matches are illegal now. You're new at this, so I'll start you off easy. You get to fight Deadeye Duncan. Are you ready to go into the ring now? Alright, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner I give you Jedi Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Okay, so we're in combat. We've agreed to join the Taris Dueling Circle. The non-lethal duels seem quite popular with the spectators, and you sense the chance for substantial profit. Whenever you want to duel, all you have to do is speak to Adger. Okay. So this will be a good way to make some money. Okay, let's just use standard pistol shots at him.
There we go. It's over! The
What an exciting match.
Are any of us surprised? Jedi losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that impressive either. Shot him a bunch of times while he ran towards me, backed up a little bit, and shot him again. Okay. Sorry, Duncan, but now it seems like you are number 6 out of 6.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating.
Okay, well, wow, you sure have a bad attitude. Nah, I think he's just kind of a little grumpy, so I'll be going now.
Oh, well, okay. Goodbye, then.
I think I already got my reward, so Adger will be. We'll talk to him again when we want to duel again. So let's go see what else is in the city first. Who are you? Bendak Starkiller. I don't recall seeing you here before.
Leave me alone. I'm not giving out any auto prints to my fans today.
Auto prints? What are you talking about? Ask some questions or I'll be going. Yeah.
What? You don't recognize me? I'm Bendak Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taurus. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a deathmatch.
How come you don't hang around with the other duelists? You don't look so tough. Maybe you'll take me on. Or questions are going. Yeah, why aren't you with the other duelists?
I'm retired now. Once deathmatches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, that might get my attention.
Okay, I'll be back once I beat all the other duelists.
Good luck with that, kid. You're gonna need it.
You sure you want to get involved in this? Seems a bit pointless to me. Up to you.
Karth, someday, even with all that experience, you still need to learn. Anything worth doing is pointless. Might not quite be the philosophy I was going for, but... Been on that side, now what's on this side? I guess this is maybe the east side of town. Bounty hunters and bullied merchant. What's going on here?
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
That's too bad. Davik's gonna want to make an example of you. You're coming with us.
No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like witnesses. Davik doesn't like witnesses. You're shaking a guy down in the middle of a busy street. I'm surprised there aren't more witnesses, personally. Okay, so leave this man alone, or you'll have to deal with me. I don't like your attitude. I better teach you a lesson. Sorry, I'll be going now. Give them a chance to back off. Leave him alone. Guess we have to teach you to mind your own business. Okay, well, I should warn you guys. Karth here is the most experienced person on our ship. More experienced than the entire rest of the crew put together, so I think you're really in for it. Do I want to attack this bounty hunter or that bounty hunter first? This guy seemed like he might have been more dangerous. He was the one talking, doing more threatening. Okay, we got light side points. because we stood up for somebody. Good.
I heard of
Thank you. I owe you my
Oh.
life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My life warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
It's not good to owe a crime lord money. Important life lessons from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Maybe I can help you. I'm just glad I could help. Or hand over all your credits if you want to live. We could have saved him just in order to rob him ourselves. But no. We can be satisfied with what we've done, or we can offer to see if we can help more. Let's offer to help.
You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
Okay, apparently I don't have a spare 100 credits at the moment. Maybe if I had done more arena duels, but okay, I'm just glad I could help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Okay, how much money do I have? 64, okay. Well, these guys have credits on them. If I could have just looted them first, I would have had plenty of credits to give him. Look, between the two of them, they had 100 credits right there. Oh. He's already run off. This is to Upper City North. Let's see what's down here before we go to a different part of the city. Medical facility. Zelka Forn. Medical droids. Or Gurney. Let's talk.
Can't
Gurney.
you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
Okay.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Forn refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
The rat ghoul disease? What's that? Or medical facility? Is this some kind of hospital? Ask some questions, use some healing, or buy some medical equipment from him. Tell me about this rat ghoul disease.
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
That sounds terrible. Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. I don't see how that's going to happen.
Let's see, maybe I could find a way to get my hands on that serum for you. I might be able to help you out for a price. Question him where I'll be going. Yeah, I mean, it seems like an incredibly unlikely occurrence that we're gonna find some way to get the serum, but if we do, I'll definitely bring it back to you so you can help people.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Dude, do not underestimate how stupid I can be when it comes to attacking Sith patrols. Yeah, don't worry, I'll get that serum for you. Even if I have to attack every Sith patrol on the planet.
Please, don't say that.
If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down.
I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Don't worry, you didn't suggest attacking Sith patrols, I did. That was completely my idea. But I will be going now.
Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
Okay. Okay, we've claimed our first victory in the dueling ring by defeating Deadeye Duncan. Unfortunately, Duncan's lack of ability is legendary, so hardly anyone is impressed by our victory. Invited to a party by one of the Sith. We're getting together at an apartment on the east side of the North Upper City. Okay. Zelka at the Upper City Medical Center is eager to acquire a sample of the rat ghoul serum used by the Sith Undercity patrols. Okay. Why are Pazak rules still purple? I'm pretty sure no new information's been added there. What's back here?
No problem.
Can we unlock this?
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only.
I'm sorry, but it was a very easy lock, so I felt compelled to unlock it. So I can ask, what's going on here? Or, hey, I recognize these men. They're Republic soldiers. I don't recognize them, but I can pretend that I do, sure.
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
Persuade. I am a friend of the Republic. You can trust me, or can threaten him. Either tell me what's going on, or you can explain it to the Sith. No, I'm a friend of the Republic. You can trust me.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done.
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that, you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men...
Oh. Okay.
ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think I got a notification from another program and flickered over to it. So, sorry. Is there anything I can do to help? Don't worry, your secret is safe with me, or it's going to cost you if you want to keep this information secret. Now let's offer to help.
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Okay. Should we close the door to the big secret Republic saving room? Or, I guess that's your call.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking about? Or just flat out not be interested? Let's ask about the offer.
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Okay, so this guy either works for or knows somebody who works for Davik. Also, I can see in the background the bodies of the bounty hunters that we fought with, and nobody really seems that concerned. I notice people haven't been bringing them to the doctor to see if he can secretly help them. So, alright, Davik Kang, who's that? Why does Davik want the cure so badly? Where can I find Davik if I want to give him the cure? Why do you care who gets the cure? I think I'd rather give the serum to Zelka. He'll use it to help people. Well, we do want to give the serum to Zelka. He seems like he's more interested in helping. But I do want to know what you can tell me about Davik.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
He's a crime lord? Okay, yeah, we already knew he was a time lord. Why does he want a cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Why do you care who gets the cure?
Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather give the serum to Zelka. 'Cause, giving it away practically for free seems like it'll be more likely to help people who may not otherwise be able to afford it.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Okay. Okay, Gurney, Zelka's assistant, mentioned that it might be more profitable if you deliver the serum to Zax in the bounty office in the lower city cantina. Okay. What does Zelka think about this?
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the Rakghoul disease, of course. Prolonged.
See if
if I.
Okay, I thought maybe there, if I went through the serum stuff, maybe there'd be a dialogue option to tell him about Gurney's offer, but guess not. See, the thing is with helping yourself before you help others, like, that works when, say, you're on an airplane that's lost pressure and you want to put your own mask on before helping others, because that's by helping yourself first, you're putting yourself in a position to help others, and help of the same kind. With this, giving the Rakghoul serum to a crime lord to make a profit off of is not helping yourself in the same way as giving the Rakghoul serum to people who are, dying of the disease. That's just helping yourself get money, which money's nice, but it's not like it's something that's going to kill us if we don't get it. Okay, so we have more apartments up here. I guess since we're on this side of town, let's go ahead and check out these apartments. We have children here, and a woman, a child, I guess. Maintenance droid. What's in here?
No problem. Got it.
Man, child, woman.
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through their home.
Oh, I'm not a thief. I'm a scoundrel. Sorry for the confusion. I know there is considerable overlap there. Oh, hey, it's the Sarna was the Sith woman, right? So this is the party that the Sith were talking about.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Tarisian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
Wait, so are you drinking an ale or a wine? I'm confused. Wow, not only was it potent, but it affected everybody identically at the same time. Okay. Well, I guess you guys probably won't mind me taking all your stuff. At least not until you discover that I've done it. Oh, Sith armor. Okay, that might be useful. Also, I have to say, kind of rude to invite somebody to a party and then immediately pass out. Okay, we'll grab some more stuff. It doesn't even seem to belong to anybody. Oh wow, nice view here. Cart, these apartments are way better than the apartment that we're using for our hideout. You should have dragged me over here to hide. Look, there was even a spare apartment there. Okay, what is this symbol? Is this the... Okay, they actually flip it on each side, so it's meant to look like that. Somehow are these numbers? Two crescents. Looks like an I and an L almost. I. And a weird thing. She kind of looks like a TARDIS. Is Doctor Who in here? Oh no, this is the exit. Okay. Okay, so that symbol means exit. Okay, that would make sense if they're numbering the apartments, the exit wouldn't have a number. So I'm gonna guess this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and kind of looks like a 3. And then 4 looks like a of one part of the 3, and then 1. And 5 looks like 2 and the one part of the symbol for 3. So I wonder, is Taurus base 4 culture? Like a base 4 counting system? Or at least their script for numbers. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe when we travel to some other planets, we'll see if is that like a galactic standard numbering system, or is that specific to Taurus? Somebody left their food here. Well, I have to say, for being a planet where you have a lot of wealthy people and things, I'm not sure I think much of apartments that are just a single room with a bed in the middle and then a bunch of chairs all around. I mean, there's no tables, there's no TV, there's not even like any kitchen area. Just a single food locker or foot locker. There's no food storage, no refrigerator. Just leave the food on the floor, I guess. Okay, so this was 5.
No problem. Got it.
Well, I guess actually that wouldn't mean it was necessarily base 4 because it's not really doing like digits or anything. It's still symbols. It's the way they're doing it's more like Roman numerals, I guess. Where okay, we're doing I'm assuming that the parenthesis is meant to be like a half the 3 or evoke that, so it's 3 plus 2. I don't know. I'm still wanting to see how we do. Okay, this one has a table and 3 beds. Are these modular? Like, do the beds fold up into the walls or something? I don't see any indication of that. Let's talk to Largo.
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you.
What are you babbling about? Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. Give me the credits and I won't tell Davik you're hiding here. Well, I think it's pretty clear what he's babbling about. He thinks we're bounty hunters, just like the guy outside, who had to deal with real bounty hunters. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want?
Oh, just breaking and entering. That's my usual routine here. See, maybe I could help you with your problem with Davik. Maybe I should just kill you and collect the bounty, or I'm just looking around. Well, I'm just looking around, but at the same time, I kind of feel obligated to offer to help. So, yeah, maybe I can help you.
I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zach's in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man.
Well, here I've got 200 credits you can have. Maybe I should just kill you and collect the bounty. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you're hiding here. Yeah, I just happen to have 200 credits. There were these other bounty hunters outside. Real easy to kill. Had lots of money on them. So, sure, here's 200 credits.
You'd give 200 credits to a stranger just to help them out? I don't believe it. Well, thank you.
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't end up needing those credits later on.
Now I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank you. You've saved my life. I better go give this to Davik right away.
Okay, just don't borrow any more money from him, because next time we might not be around to just throw credits at your problem, okay? Okay, we completed the quest, I guess. There we go. Out of the goodness of your heart, you've given Largo the money to pay Davik back, likely saving the poor man's life. Okay. So what do we have down at the center of town? Gorton Kolu.
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
Vermin and scum? What are you talking about? Oh, I know, you must be referring to the Sith.
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
I don't know which is worse, your hate-mongering or your ignorance. Back off, you crazy kook, I don't have time for this. I see, well, good luck in your crusade. Or, you're right, we should slaughter the whole bunch of them. No. I'm not sure how anybody could not like Wookiees. I mean, hating any of them is a bit much, but Wookiees are just giant teddy bears. Why are those the first ones you mention? So, I don't know which is worse, your hate-mongering or your ignorance.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
Actually, dude, I would love to see you try to take on a Wookiee. I think I would pay him good credits to see that. Okay, so now we're at the droid shop. Incomplete droids. Complete droids. T3M4 and T3H8. Yeah. So of course we have the humanoid-looking droids, but we also need the adorable little pint-sized droids for it to be a real Star Wars story. And what's your name? Janice Null. Sorry, the fluorescent lights there really kind of hide your name. A customer, come in, come in. Janice Null at your service. Welcome to my droid and droid supply shop. Always good to see a new face. Customers are hard to come by. A lot of the Terrace citizens won't even come in here. They refuse to shop at a store owned by a Twi'lek. You reckon the Wookiee takes his arms off? Yeah, I've heard that Wookiees tend to do that. So what do they have against Twi'leks? They don't like aliens here in Upper Terrace. They tolerate us Twi'leks, but they'd rather see us as dancers in the cantina than successful business owners.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
You'll see a few aliens around, but most of the non-humans stick to the lower city. I've learned not to dwell on it, though. I try to stay focused running my store. Stay focused on running my store. My selection is a bit limited right now. The Sith confiscated all my assault droids, but I've got a utility droid you might find interesting. Utility droids, what do those do? What don't they do? They're great at making vehicle repairs for starters. Pretty handy to have in a fight. Small but tough with a surprising amount of firepower. And there's no better code breaker or security system slicer around. Not that I'd ever condone you do anything illegal, of course. Sure, let me see the droids. I've only got 2 droids left. A rebuilt T3H8 unit for 50 credits, and a top-of-the-line T3M4 model with all the options. But he's not for sale. Well, why did you even bring him up? Tell me about that top-of-the-line unit. The T3M4 is the best utility droid ever built. Top-notch codebreaker, expert security, programming, and droid repair skills. He's even got the firepower to be handy in battle. This little guy is the absolute top of the line, but he's not for sale. He's a custom job I'm holding for a very special buyer. Sorry. Well, and I don't have 50 credits for the other ones, so I guess I'll be going now. Maybe I'll see you around later. Don't forget my store motto. If you need droid parts, Janice Null... Didn't catch it. Has got you covered or something. But that didn't sound great. Yeah, this 50 credit one doesn't sound like he's really worth that much. But okay, well maybe we'll see later if we get some more credits. Okay, I think we came down this way. So, now let's check this way.
A flame spread.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
I wonder, is it just happenstance that Karth happened to be looking in that direction when the cutscene started, or something about how the how the game moved us into the cutscene, or is that a deliberate choice? Because like, oh, a Sith patrol, Karth Onasi, one of the most experienced people in the Republic, doesn't want the Sith patrol to get a good look at his face. Where can I get authorization papers?
If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along.
Okay, you don't seem like you really want to answer questions, so...
Move along, then.
We're gonna need some kind of disguise if we want to get past this guy.
Yeah, fortunately we picked up some outfits that might help us. Oh, these are kind of some nice looking ships. Are these starships, or are these just speeders? Look very sleek, whatever they are. Karth, move out of the way, please. Thank you. I'm gonna guess that this ship, which we see a couple places, but I'm guessing that it's not actually like a freighter or something, but like a tug, because the way it kind of sticks out in the front like that is very big. Like that's a lot of empty space there. These panels that I'm not really sure what it's accomplishing, other than like if it's meant to be pushing stuff. I mean, you could probably get some cargo in here, but I think it's probably more likely a tug for larger cargo vessels or something. What's the military base? And their symbol kind of looks like a grenade. You can't really see very well with our grenades, but have like a little activation button round thing, or a Pokeball, I guess. Ooh, maybe the Sith like playing Pokemon.
No problem. Didn't work.
That's probably just as well. Trying to break into a military base might not be the best option. For now, let's see if we can go down to the lower city by changing into our Sith armor. This full body armor could be used to fool people into thinking the wearer was one of the Sith. Well, isn't it convenient that that's exactly what we want to do? Cannot equip items from the inventory screen. Okay, switch to the screen. Okay, it'll reduce our protection a little bit, but that's okay. We're not wearing it for getting into firefights. We're wearing it to fool people into thinking we're Sith. Okay. All right. Yep. Clearly, I'm the one who needs to dress up as a Sith. Karth, you're more recognizable than I am, so you just stay looking like how you normally do. Okay,
Another patrol heading down to the lower city. Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Okay. How close am I to a level up? Okay, we're still a ways away from the experience needed. We're starting to be a little bit more light side than dark side, though. That's nice. Becks are nothing but bantha fodder. The Vulkars are strongest. We'll teach you who's strongest. It looks like you guys are teaching them that they are the strongest. Sith aren't welcome here. Okay. I'm not actually Sith, but you probably aren't interested in that. So, let's... Okay. Okay, so I have been incapacitated, so now Karth will take over. What does he have? He has just Power Blast, which I think is less accurate but does more damage. He's also got 2 blasters, so he should be able to...
Ready.
Okay. Actually meant to use that on me, not Karth. But...
You asked for this.
Okay, now I want to use it on Karth. Nice him to stand there and wait for us to continue the battle. Okay, then after battle, companions who are down will revive with a little bit of, just a little bit of HP. Vulkar shock stick. Get items.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
You got it.
I think if we go back to our base, maybe we can rest and heal up. Okay, just returning here healed us up. That's good. Let's transit back. I'm pretty sure we can't do that in the middle of combat, so it's not a good way to you still only watch our health in the middle of combat, but between combat we can heal up a bit. Okay, they had grenades. Although, where did the bodies go? Somebody took the bodies and just left the equipment. Over here there's a Twi'lek corpse. Oh, more Vulkars. Guess we'll fight them.
That hurt, I bet.
I guess I don't really need to be wearing the Sith armor anymore. We could, get a little bit more protection if we switch back to our other armor. Volker base entrance. I don't think we need to go storming the base just at the moment. Let's heal up, return to the hideout. Not sure how other people are taking it, that they're just seeing us apparently run from the lower city all the way back to our hideout and back repeatedly. Let's see what's through the door before we head down the left side. Lower city apartments, okay. Okay, so we see the same numberings. Sentry droids. Okay, maybe those will help keep the gangs from fighting in here. Well, there's Volker. See, are they going to attack us? I think they are, because we're in combat with them, so they're, yeah, we'll need to. Let's throw a grenade. Nothing wrong with throwing a grenade in an apartment complex, I guess.
Time to rumble!
Okay, Sentry Droid, you were not very helpful, but you also didn't attack me, even though I'm technically the one who started the fight, so. Sentry Droid has fallen into disrepair and does not seem to be functioning properly. Ooh. Okay, let's repair the droid. Okay, the droid is now active. It will attack any enemies that come in range. We have 2 repair parts left. We can optimize the droid's weaponry. We can optimize the droid's targeting system. We can activate shields, or we can engage the droid in patrol mode. We don't have enough parts to do any of those things, so we'll just have the sentry droid here if the Volkers come this way, I guess. Like this. Okay. Yeah, the droid helped us out. If we had more computer or repair pieces, then we could get him to do a lot more for us, but dude, I'm not sure I think much of your strategy to run around while people are shooting at you into basically just putting yourself in crossfire instead of continuing to engage me in melee, where Karth was probably having a difficult time firing at you without hitting me. Okay, so we have parts there. There's more Volkers there. Karth, why did you run right into the grenade blast? Oh, this is the boss, so he's a bit tougher.
Oh.
Okay, no, I wanna... Okay, let's do this. Oh. Okay, wow, trying to stop attacking to do something else is very clunky. Okay, oh, did we not save since... Okay. Okay, so now we know there's a boss in one of those apartments. Let's repair this guy first. Yeah, we don't have enough parts to do anything more. But at least now it'll help us with these guys. Maybe. Oh, thank you, droid. Okay, let's, after each combat, let's save so we don't have to redo everything again. I want to come over here.
Let's go! Time to rumble!
Karth, I was hoping you'd draw him over here where the droid will help us, but... Okay. So I don't quite have enough repair parts to make the droid move. Karth, you probably shouldn't run between me and the enemy while I'm actively firing at them. Okay. So I think what we want to do is, first we want to heal up Karth. Well, which... Yeah, we can't do that at this time because I think the whole area we're kind of in combat, so let's have Karth heal with that.
Sure.
And then... we had this ion blaster that seems to do more damage, or I think isn't blocked by shields as much. Wasn't that the case? Someone fires a stream of energy very damaging to electrical systems. I thought that was more useful against the shields, or maybe. Or maybe it was the vibroblade that's useful. Let's try the ion blaster against the boss guy here.
Time to rumble!
Maybe it was on... I guess I don't have a shield generator, so... Can't look at the description to see if it would... Doing a bit better this time, though, so... Ooh, a heavy blaster. Let's see how that compares. So, this was 1 to 4 damage. Normal blaster was 1 to 6 damage. But then the heavy blaster is 1 to 8 damage. Okay, these resemble regular blasters in the same way Quarian Marsh suckers resemble mosquitoes. Sure, they both do damage, but the former definitely has the edge in kill potential. Okay, well, let's go with that then. Let's do a level up real quick. So this time we can upgrade an attribute. I think I want to stick with dexterity. Okay. Our skills, can't upgrade computer use. So we'll save a point to upgrade computer use next time. What? Lupa? Access is restricted to authorized users only. Please activate the holograms in the proper order to confirm authorization. Further attempts at unauthorized entry will result in the detonation of the patented Hollow Sec Corp anti-theft explosive. Okay. So we have the holograms here of Lupa, Uja, Alinda, Ashana, Photo, and Uji. Will this tell us what order we want the holograms in? The Twisted Rancor Trio. Alright, what is the Twisted Rancor Trio all about? Here we go. Guts and Glory, a chronicle of the amazing story of the Twisted Rancor Trio by Gilthos Uxaris. A work in progress. The origins of what would eventually become the most famous band in the galaxy are surprisingly humble. The brains behind the group, manager Gilthos Uxaris, founded the trio to earn a date with a young singer named Alinda. The ploy worked, and Alinda became the first member of the band. Gilthos scrambled to find musicians to back her, and signed a Bith named Uja to be the lead musician. Soon after that, he signed Uja's brother Uji to complete the trio. The band struggled at first. Alinda was a fantastic singer, but Uja wasn't much of a musician. When Alinda threatened to quit, Gilthos fired Uja and signed another Bith named Lupa. Of course, this didn't go over well with Uja's brother, and Uja quit. Fortunately, Lupa knew another musician named Photo, who joined to replace Uji. Led by Alinda's singing, the second incarnation of the Twisted Rancor Trio became quite popular on their home world of Taris, eventually attracting the attention of local legitimate businessman Davik Kang. Davik asked Gilthos to bring his group in for a command performance. Gilthos agreed, realizing this could be the band's big break. Unfortunately, Alinda had heard certain unsubstantiated rumors about Davik Kang and his connections to the Exchange. Fearing for her life, she refused to go to his estate to perform. Many felt that without Alinda's singing, the band would crumble, but Gilthos came up with a brilliant plan to save the group by hiring Alinda's sister, Ashana, as the new lead singer on the eve of their scheduled appearance at Davik's estate. Gilthos knew he was taking a risk. If Ashana couldn't perform at Alinda's level, Davik's infamous temper would have dire consequences for the entire band. However, if Ashana could match her sister's performance, then Davik was likely to sign the band to a big-time touring contract. It was a risk, but the Twisted Rancor Trio was founded on guts and glory. There are no further entries. Okay. I guess we're kind of left up to our imagination if there's no further entries just because he hasn't gotten around to writing it, or if maybe Gilthos was writing this prior to the meeting with Davik, and it didn't go well. Okay, so let's try doing these band members in order. So the first was Alinda. Make sure Okay, that didn't give us a warning, so that's good. Next was Uja. Okay, and then his brother Uji. Okay, then Uja was out, so they got Lupa. And then Uji didn't want to perform without his brother, so he left, and Lupa knew Photo. And then Alinda got Cold Feet, and so they got Ashana. Okay. Okay, so we get some credits and some Ichani fiber armor. How does that compare to our combat suit? Defense 4, bonus 5. Defense 5, bonus 5. And it's upgradable. Many elite Ikani duelists use armor of this type, although its adaptability has made it popular with professional soldiers and bounty hunters alike. There we go, get a little bit more defensive. That's nice. Okay, and it's also got a little bit of a green look to it instead of the brown and red that the other one was.
No problem. Got it.
Hey, you can't come in here. This is a private apartment. What are you doing in here? This place looks abandoned. Or I'm here to rob the place. Sit down and shut up and you won't get hurt. Don't get upset, I'll go now. Well, I took all the trouble to break in here. I don't want to threaten him, but I would like to know what the deal is. So, none of your business. Just turn around and go back the way you came if you know what's good for you. Say we don't like his attitude. Don't get upset, I'll go now. Sit down and shut up, or we can try to persuade him. Are you in some sort of trouble? Do you want to talk about it? I guess I can tell you. You'll probably find out on your own eventually, anyway. Zax is giving away bounties away like candy, or so I hear. My name's Metric. I used to work for the Exchange, but all the violence and killing started to get to me. I knew what I was doing was wrong, so I turned state's evidence. My testimony helped put some of the biggest criminals on Taurus away for life, but Davik didn't like seeing his friends go down, so now he's got a bounty on my head. I don't want to get involved. I think it's time for me to collect your bounty, or maybe there's some way I could help you out of this mess. Yeah, is there anything we can do to help? I don't think there's much anyone could do, and I'm getting sick of running. I've decided to make my stand right here. Maybe you could turn the tables, you know, have Davik eliminated. Maybe you could pay Davik off. Maybe you could fake your own death. Davik seems to cause a lot of trouble. Let's suggest turning the tables first. Getting inside Davik's space is nearly impossible. Even if I got rid of him, the Exchange would just appoint someone to his place, and I'd still have a price on my head. Okay, yeah, so getting rid of Davik is not going to get rid of your bounty. Maybe you could fake your own death. I've already thought of that. I even came up with a plan of how to do it. But I can't pull it off while I'm holed up in here. Tell me your plan. What do you got? The trick is getting Davik to buy it when there's no body found at the scene. If it looks like I died in a massive explosion, he won't be suspicious if my corpse never turns up. If I had an accomplice go back and tell Davik that they were the one who set off the explosion to eliminate me, I think I'd be home free. I have some demolitions experience from my own days in the exchange, so I could set it all up. But I'd need to get my hands on a permacrete detonator. I don't have one on me, a permacrete detonator, but I'm sure I can find one somewhere. They don't usually sell them in stores here in the lower city, but the upper city might carry them. You might want to look there first. How often are people needing permacrete detonators that they're just going to be sold at the store? Or is it like how dynamite used to be sold? You know, people needed it for clearing land and on farms and things. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna fake your own death, then you won't need to fake all this possessions anymore. So I'll just take those off your hands. Okay, something seems to be bothering Karth. Okay, so we leveled up. Let's speak to him.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Not if you have a problem with it. I just would like to know you better, or answer the questions. I mean, if you've got a problem with it, you don't have to talk.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
Okay, excellent. Soon all your secrets will be mine. Or this isn't an interrogation. I never said that. No, I like that. I think it's good that he's welcoming an interrogation.
All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though. You're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
From my perspective? Like you said when we first met, Bastila didn't have time to use her powers, okay? Why ask me? I don't see the point. Where I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really. Yeah, like, I didn't know anything about any of it, until you told me what it was, so, yeah.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Why, are you accusing me of something? Or, I used to be a smuggler, if you must know. I was recruited into the fleet for my knowledge. Yeah.
A smuggler? I should have guessed. Now, isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive?
Yeah, that is kind of odd. Maybe I'm starting to get suspicious of me. So, would you rather I wasn't alive? Or, what's so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute? Or are you implying I had something to do with the crash? I don't think he's necessarily accusing us of anything, just saying that something's off. So, would you rather I hadn't survived?
Don't be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, but still.
Now, it's the only option. Are you implying I had something to do with the crash?
No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why would Bastila request my transfer? Doesn't make any difference. Go ahead and be paranoid. And why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
Okay, what do you mean by surprises? Or I'm telling you, Karth, I had nothing to do with the crash. Shouldn't we be trying to work together? I guess I really haven't just outright denied having anything to do with the crash. I probably should do that so that he doesn't think I'm trying to dance around the issue and avoid denying it.
I expect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Are you always this suspicious? Fine, let's just get back to something important then. You do know we're on the same side, right? Or try something and it'll be the last mistake you make. Are you always this suspicious?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important. You haven't heard the last from me on this. Or yes, let's do that. Yep, let's keep our minds on more important things, at least until we level up and this becomes important again.
Good. Like I said before, I prefer action to talk anyway.
Although he has agreed to work with you, you've learned that Karth is suspicious and mistrustful of others. There's probably a reason behind his mistrust, but he was reluctant to discuss it. Okay, the Matrix bounty that we need. Permacrete detonator. He plans to set off an explosion in his apartment in the hopes that Davik will believe he perished in the blast. Okay, well, I think we're going to be going to the upper city again at some point anyway, so we'll get our permacrete detonator there. Let's see, Javiar's Cantina. Okay, so we have another cantina down here. Here's the bouncer. You gonna let me in? Okay, well, bouncer's not preventing me from going in, so I guess it's not necessarily exclusive. He's just there to make sure nobody causes trouble. Okay, Uriah. Hi there. Not too many people come in here to speak to me anymore. Most prefer the fancy surroundings of the upper city cantina. But nobody up there carries the kinds of Pazak cards I sell. Are you interested in purchasing some individual cards to bolster your Pazak deck? So I found a Pazak dealer, or not somebody who deals in Pazak, but somebody who actually sells Pazak cards in a kind of a shady cantina with blaster holes in the walls. People are taking this card game very seriously. So who are you? My name is Uriah. I'm the man to see if you want to get an edge over your competitors in the grand old game. You follow me? I'm talking about Pazak, you know, high-stakes gambling. Each player brings their own deck to a Pazak match, and the better your cards are, the better your chances of winning. So what do you say? Are you interested in buying some of my Pazak cards to augment your own deck? Not at the moment, but yeah, I might come back later. I seem to be running into quite a few expenses of credits, so I should probably focus on spending on those first. Then I can worry about making an awesome deck for this galaxy-wide collectible card game. Suit yourself. If you ever need to purchase some Pazak cards to strengthen your deck, just come speak to me again. So, both cantinas have been laid out this way as well, that as soon as you enter the cantina, first thing you're confronted with is, boom, here's a table for playing card games. Like before you get to the dancing area, before you get to the drinking area, before you get to, well, it was fights in the other one. I don't know what's gonna be what it's gonna be on this one, but yeah, first thing when people come to a bar, the first thing they're gonna be looking for is, where can I play a card game?
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelrud. Are you a Pazak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina.
Why were you banned?
A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then, I've been desperate to find a match.
Maybe later. I'm not looking to play Pazak right now.
If you're ever looking for a match and you get tired of posturing in the Upper Cantina, just come down here and find me. I'll play you anytime.
Okay. Sounds fun. What's going on here?
Go away.
Hey, you not talk like that. We just want to say hi to Big Bad Bounty Hunter Kalo Nord. Nah, this can't be Kalo Nord. He's supposed to be tough. This guy's nothing but a runt. One? What'd that mean? You be funny, tough guy? You know who we are, Kalo? We're members of the Black Vulcar gang. You don't want to be getting funny with us, tough guy. You don't understand. 1, 2, why he count? He trying to count how many of us against him? It's 3 against 1, Kalo. What do you think about those odds? Well, you have anything more to say? Oh, that was some. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll be going now. I saw how you mopped up those Black Vulcars. Nice work. Come on, Kalo. Let's see what you got. Something tells me if he's telling me to go away, I don't want to. I don't want to mess with them.
Smart.
This is another dancing room over here. Yep. Very similar looking band and very similar musicians. No, Holden was the one that Dia was having trouble with.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not really interested in your love life, but let's get down to this. You're the guy who put the bounty on Dia's head, right?
You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out, just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why would she do that?
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
Sounds like maybe you got what you deserved. I mean, it doesn't look like she she certainly didn't kill you. It doesn't look like she had any permanent damage, so
Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted.
yeah, but I want the bounty removed.
What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
If you hire someone to kill Dia, it will look like you weren't man enough to do it yourself. Or take that bounty off Dia's head, or you're a dead man. I'll go talk to Dia and see if she can come up with the credits. I don't know, it does seem like you get fresh with the girl, she tries to defend herself, and then you take a bounty out on her head. That does seem like you can't really handle issues yourself. That's...
Well, I guess you may be right. Besides, I've noticed some of the girls around here are giving me the cold shoulder since all this started. Okay, you win. Dia can live. Don't worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.
Okay, good. Hopefully no bounty hunters have confronted Dia in the meantime. Thanks to your intervention, Holden has withdrawn the bounty from Dia's head. Now the only thing left is to tell Dia herself the good news. Alright, good. We can do that next time we go back up to the apartments.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Little girl should not be in bar. It's no place for little girl. If little girl's smart, she'd run away home now.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Little girl needs lesson in manners.
Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects.
Mission, I'm busy. They just brought my food.
Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
We don't want trouble with Wookiee. Our problem with you, little girl.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Little girl lucky she has big friend. Okay. A couple unnamed Rhodians. Okay, so this is Mission and Zalbar. Why are you bothering me?
Hey, relax, Big Z. No need to be rude. Sorry about that. But Wookiees ain't much for conversation, you know?
Okay. Maybe if we talk to Mission.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Hey, we speak the same language. Or, that's weird, a Twi'lek who speaks Galactic Basic. I don't know, either one of those seem like they might be kind of rude for being the first thing you say to somebody. I'll just go with surprise instead of actually calling it weird.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak Basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terrace, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
Okay, so how do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best friends? Yeah, is there a story there?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Okay, let's see if there's any questions she can help us with now that we're in the lower city.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, KotOR.
Okay, so tell me about Davik, the Lower City gangs, or KotOR. Yeah, KotOR was the one that we saw coming in, showing off how he could count to 3.
KotOR's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zack's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
Okay, what do you know about Davik?
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the exchange.
Okay, so we're like 100% gonna go in there and take the ship, right? I'm pretty sure that's how this is all gonna play out. So tell me about the Lower City gangs.
There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Why did Brezhik leave the Hidden Becks?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the Lower City is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
We just asked that. Okay. So of the 2 gangs, the Vulkars the ones we've been fighting. Maybe the Becks won't shoot us on sight. That might be nice.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go.
But I haven't finished eating.
Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Can't just like get a to-go bag or something? Oh, okay. Karth, please move. Thank you. Okay, so these... I guess you can play Pizak back here. Who's Jagacha? This is a very strange setup we got here. What do you want, human? You come here to stare like others here on Terrace? You think we are strange? Just flat out call him a freak. Or, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Yeah, that's, yeah, I didn't mean to offend you. Just, it wasn't even so much that you look strange as you had a name above your head as opposed to just some generic. Unless Jagacha is your species name, I guess I don't know that for certain. Okay, you're not here to offend we. What do you want then? We could say we're just here to stare at the freak. We're not. Let's ask some questions. What kind of questions? What kind of creature are you? In your one voice tongue, you would call our kind Perdwag. Can you tell me about your homeworld? I notice your other head doesn't say much. Nothing that you would hear, at least. Okay, I do see his mouth moving occasionally. So, speaking in tones that humans can't hear, I guess. What planet are you from? You couldn't say it and don't have the ears for it. 2 voices create the name, and 4 ears hear the true sound. But your kind would call our home Sorgus, a small world far off the Perlemian trade route. Can you tell me about your home world? Talking about our home only makes this quarantine more difficult to bear. Forgive us, human, but we do not wish to be reminded of it. What do you know about Terrace? Nothing. We were only stopping here to get supplies when the Sith attacked. They imposed a quarantine on all ships that had landed on Taris. Now we are stuck here on a world that hates non-humans. Not a good place to be. Okay, I think that's all we can ask. Okay, interesting that named character doesn't really have anything for us other than stuff about himself. Good. Leave us alone. We just want quarantine to end so we can go back home. Okay. What's over here? Oh, Zax. Okay, so this is the bounty hunting office. We have Lynn, Sekla, Bib Sorul, Halden. Okay. Let's see what these 2 are. Can't you see I'm auditioning? This is my shot at the big time. I can't risk screwing it up by talking to you. Ah, what's the use? There's no way Bib's gonna hire me unless he gets a chance to see me dancing with a partner. Maybe I should just give up. Why don't you have a partner? My last partner left me. She was always trying to upstage me, even though it was obvious I had 10 times her talent. When I finally told her that, she stormed off. I guess the truth hurts. My partner before that was even worse. If I wasn't tripping over his staggering feet, I was ducking under his flailing arms. I ditched him after less than a week. Let's see, if you were a little nicer, I'd just offer to partner with you for free, but you sound like you're just going to berate me and not appreciate it, so yeah, can I get some cash up front? Or at least a promise of cash if you get the job? Is that a joke? I'm a professional entertainer. I don't pay people to dance with me. Besides, who says I'm looking for a partner anyway? You just said you were looking for a partner. I admit I'm getting desperate. I'd hate to blow this audition, but I don't know if I'm ready to just pair up with a random passerby. How do I know that you're any good? Okay, we could try to persuade her. How hard can it be? I'm good enough to get you through your audition. What other choice do you have? You're right, I can't dance. Now, if it were actually me, I would say I can't dance. Do I think I'm good enough to get her through? Well, here's the thing. I have no idea if my character can dance or not. And I wouldn't want to have her fail the audition and then have her blame it on me, especially since we're right next to the guy that people get bounties from, or who, yeah, bounty hunters get bounties from. So, yeah, you're right, I can't dance, never mind. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just go back to auditioning. Don't see much point without a partner, though. Okay, what does Bib have to say about this? What? Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm auditioning a dancer? Or at least I'm trying to audition her. Not much point if she doesn't have a partner. Okay, who are you? Name's Bib Swirl, manager for the Starlight Entertainers, the top performing troupe in this sector of the galaxy. I was here scouting new talent when the Sith attacked, and now I can't leave. You'd think the Sith would let me go so I could get back to my troupe, but I guess they just don't appreciate the arts. So since I'm stuck here, I figured I might as well continue with my auditions. I'm supposed to be auditioning Lynn, but I think I'm wasting my time. Lynn's got all the moves, but I need to know if she can pull them off while sharing a stage with her partner. Where's your partner? She doesn't have one, that's the problem. Aren't you listening to me? Dancers don't perform solo, so I need to see if she can work with someone before I get her up on stage. Okay, well, have fun with that. Okay, great. Bye-bye. Off you go. Okay, you were just a bounty hunter. Hold in, did you get that bounty canceled?
What do you want now? This whole thing with Dia is over, so we don't have anything to discuss.
Okay.
Fine by me. That means I get to go back to enjoying the dancing girls.
Maybe you could help Lynn out and be her dancing partner. Nah, I don't think Lynn deserves anything that bad. So, okay, let's talk to Zax. I've not seen you here before, human. You are new to the bounty office, yes? My name is Zax. I'm the one in charge here. Oh, are you looking for work? There are many bounties available here, legal and otherwise, but they all pay quite well. Or are you here for information? Everyone knows I'm one of Davik's best agents. I'm the Hutt with all the answers. Okay, this might be worthwhile talking to you. You work for Davik? Not officially, no. I work for the bounty office. But Davik pays me to keep my eyes open and report to him. And for me to post his bounties. When you actually have to keep a bounty manager on retainer, I don't know, it seems to me that something's not quite on the up and up on your business. Davik posts bounties in a government office? Is that even legal? Or you don't try to hide the fact that Davik has you on his payroll? Yeah, is that legal for a crime lord to post bounties in a government office? I used to have to keep our relationship secret, but since the Sith arrived, nobody cares what happens in the lower city. Davik can do whatever he wants. But enough talk, back to business. This is the bounty office, so we should talk bounties. Or are you looking for information? Tell me about the bounties. There's 2 government contracts. One's an assassin named Selvin, the other is Bendak Starkiller. He's a famous deathmatch duelist. Between them, they've killed hundreds of people. Yeah, we met Bendek earlier.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of the victims.
But not all the bounties are dangerous. Davik got some special contracts. One's for a girl named Dia. She attacked Holden, one of Davik's men. Another's for a man named Largo, who owes Davik money. I think we took care of both of those.
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
And then there's Matrick. He used to work for Davik, then he betrayed the exchange, and now Davik wants him dead. I'll put all this information in your datapad. Okay, how do I collect the credits for these contracts? It's simple. You find people, you kill them, you tell me, I pay you. I know everything that's going on Taris, so if you kill one of them, I'll know. Davik's bounties sound more like contract killings. Davik works for the exchange. They don't play games. If you don't pay your debts, or you betray them, or you attack them, they get even. People brought Davik's bounties on themselves. Anyway, if you don't like them, you don't have to take them. Collect the other bounties. Government contracts. Those people are ruthless killers. They need to be stopped. Okay. Okay, I'll be going now. Well, no wait, we were going to ask him for some information, weren't we? I have information, but it's not free. For a fee, I'll tell you everything you want about the street gang, Davik, and other stuff too. But first you have to come up with 100 credits. Yeah, I'm not going to pay just to ask you some questions when I can ask other people the same questions and probably not get too much less information. Then we don't do business. Davik pays me to earn credits, not to answer questions. If you don't pay, then I don't talk. Maybe you could take some bounties and earn some money, then you could afford to pay for my information. You're happy, I'm happy, Davik gets his cut, it works out for everyone. I wouldn't be particularly happy because I'd be doing all the work for bounties and not really getting anything from it except for information that probably isn't any better than what I've already got. So, I'll be going now. Goodbye, human. You come back if you want to earn credits. Bounties pay good money. And remember to come see me if you want information. Okay, so we got Selvin's bounty. There is an official government bounty out on a woman named Selvin. She is a known assassin, and there are no leads as to where she may be hiding now. There's an official government bounty out on Bendak Starkiller, a famous duelist renowned for killing dozens, if not hundreds, of people in illegal death matches. Bendak has been known to frequent the areas in the upper cantina near the dueling ring. Okay, then we had Dia's bounty. I just need to tell her about that. Matrix's bounty, which we need to go get the permacrete detonator. And Largo's bounty, we paid off, so presumably the information is so fresh that Zach's just kind of forgot about it. Okay, so let's... Okay, hidden Becks, so it seems like the Becks are this way. Can't go... Let's see what's past the Becks first. Volkers! Okay. Oh. Sure, the grenade goes off after they all die.
You asked for this.
Oh, there we go. Hey, wow, this hallway goes on for a while. Let's go back to our apartment to heal up. And while we're there, we can tell Dia the good news that she is not going to get murdered by bounty hunters. At least not in the immediate future.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head?
I spoke with Holden and I convinced him to remove the bounty.
He called the bounty off? That's wonderful. I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something.
Oh, that's very nice, but keep your reward. Helping you is thanks enough. Or I save your life and all I get is some family trinket. Yeah, I don't know what she's going to give me, but I'm guessing it's not like this is going to save my life someday, so yeah, probably best that she get to keep her little family heirloom thing.
I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Okay. Yeah, glad it all worked out. What's in the bag? I mean, if you don't need this stuff, I guess I'll take it. So since you're just gonna leave it here. Okay, so let's see if we can talk to the Becks.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
I mean, it's not that hidden, it's right here. I'm no spy, or I need Gadon's help. I was told to speak to him. I'll go wherever I want. Sorry, I'll be going now. Were we told to speak to Gadon? I don't know that we were. I don't want to lie about it, because if we're caught in a lie, then that would make them even more suspicious of us. I'll just admit that I'm not a spy. I'm a smuggler. That's different.
Maybe so. But this door is locked, and it's going to stay that way until I'm satisfied you're no threat to Gadon or the hidden Becks.
Well, I should speak to Gadon. It's important.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Maybe a bribe could get me in. Maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies. So, yeah. Hey, you're suspicious of me and think I'm not supposed to be here. Maybe if I simply pay you off, that'll make you... Okay, no, she definitely takes her job too seriously to just be bought off. So let's... we were told that the Becks seem to be the kind of good gang down here. Maybe we could have a common enemy in the Vulcars and the Sith.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
So you're gonna let me in?
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The hidden Becks are watching you.
Okay, well, thank you. Wow, this is roomier than I expected. Just a bunch of Becks. Zerdra and Gaiden. Okay, they're back there. What's the rest of the base look like? Okay. So if you're ever in the home of somebody who's
no problem,
suspicious of
Didn't
you,
work.
no, okay, impossible, can't break in. The best way to get them to trust you is to immediately start wandering into all of the areas you haven't been invited into, and trying to unlock doors that you clearly are supposed to be locked.
No problem. Didn't work.
Okay, so there was a problem. You lied. I guess technically I lied. Is this... Okay, can't get back there. Control room. Oh, this sounds like a fun place.
No problem. Didn't work.
Either they're very confident of their security, or they are very unobservant. Nobody's challenged me yet for trying to get into all these places. Okay, cool. Some grenades. Okay, this looks like a bar area for someone tending bar. How are you supposed to get back there? Oh. Okay, space is not jump. Need to remember that. There is no jump in this game.
No problem. Didn't work.
Okay, this is about as far as we can get, so let's go talk to Gaddon. And Zerdra.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gaddon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
Okay. Can I just say, this isn't to try to, like, butter you up or anything, but the pale skin with the purple and blue head tails, that is not a look I have seen on a Twi'lek before, but it looks very good on you. It's a very nice color combination.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
You have problems with the Sith? I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity. Let's start with telling him the information we need. Oh, there's another. It's a pale Twi'lek with more like reddish purple head tail. But okay, that's not the point. Let's we need information on Republic escape pods.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gaddon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Wait a second, did he say we don't look like Sith? Isn't he blind? Or did he say we don't seem like Sith, and maybe he's telling from like our voice and manner and stuff? Do you know anything about this or not? Don't worry, I'm not working for the Sith.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took a prisoner.
Wait, so... Okay, I'm a little bit confused. The Vulkars, like, on principle, will just do slavery, whereas the Becks don't. I thought the whole thing started Did the Volkers exist before Gaddon's second in command was passed over for promotion? I thought he went and basically started the Volkers. In which case it would seem odd that they would be so ideologically different. Unless maybe I missed that part or don't remember it, and maybe he just went and joined the Volkers and ended up taking over or something. Okay, so Bastila is a slave. What will happen to her now? We've got to get in there and rescue her.
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
There has to be some way we can save her. Or swoop race. What does that have to do with it? Yeah, that is kind of something odd to bring up just this moment.
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
Gaddon, can you help me with this? How do I enter the swoop race? But I don't even have a swoop bike. Let's see if Gaddon can help.
I might be able to help you with this. If you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
Okay, so what are you proposing? Or I might help you if the price is right. Or I don't work with gangs. How do I know I can trust you? Well, it seems like overall the Becks are pretty mild. I think we can trust them, but what exactly are you proposing?
The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
How am I supposed to get inside the Vulkar base? Or how do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain? Forget it, not interested. Yeah, how am I supposed to get in?
Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Okay, yeah, I actually met Mission in the cantina, but she and Zalbar left, so where can I find her?
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity, but you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Oh yeah, I've got Sith uniforms to disguise myself, or I got past the upper city guard, no problem. Yeah, we got some Sith uniforms.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past it. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
Okay. What do you want with the Sith uniforms, though?
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
Okay, I'll trade the uniforms for the papers.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
don't think so at the moment. I'll be back when I get the prototype accelerator.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Okay. So, let's see. Gadon Thek, leader of the Hidden Beck Swoop Gang, will help you get Bastila back if you recover a prototype swoop accelerator stolen by the rival Black Vulcars. He suggested you look for Mission Veo in the Undercity or the sewers to help get you in. Okay. So I think with that, well, actually, let's go. I was gonna say we'll stop before we get to the Undercity, because that'll be a whole new section. But I saw something going on in the hall down here. We'll check it, see what that's all about. Yeah, Black Vulcars and Davik's agent.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
I don't see Davik doing anything for his share. We do all the work. Davik claims he's part of the exchange, so let's see him prove it. Yeah, let's see the big crime lord come and get his money from the Black Vulcars.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
Oh, hey, Canderous. We didn't know you was working for Davik now. Yeah, we were just goofing around here. We don't want no trouble with a Mandalorian. Here's Davik's cut.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Okay. Okay, let's
Those Vulcars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
what? Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And you ask, yeah, who are you, and why are you just going off venting to some stranger?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of, and I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you all about what I'm doing and how I feel about the situation and what's been going on in my life. But I'm not much of one for small talk. Nope. Hey, it's Kalo again. You seem to be taking great interest in our progress. Do you need something, little man? Quiet, Lugro. That's Kalo Nord, the infamous bounty hunter.
There's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
The only way you'll collect that bounty is over our cold, dead bodies. Poor choice of words, I'm guessing.
Plan.
Okay. Oh, we have Vulcars here as well. Okay.
That hurt, I bet.
There we go, now he's within sight. Okay. Well, if we don't know how many of these places are filled with Volkers. Oh, there's more over here. So I think I'm just gonna kind of clear out the hallways a little bit and then call it a night. And actually, what we should do is took a little bit of damage, so let's head outside so we can go back to the apartments. To our apartments, not to these apartments. And heal up, and good, we'll be ready for... Oh. Okay, well, I guess the game decided to crash, so that seems like a good place to end the stream anyway. So, I do plan to be here next week when we'll continue on with what's going on, finding out, apparently finding mission and trying to get into the Black Volker base to steal back a prototype, as well as maybe clearing up some of the side quests and possibly playing some Pazak. So thank you for joining, and have a good week, and see you next time. Bye.